So this is gram stain. I have an already made smear, bacterial smear that contains 2 organisms, a gram positive and gram negative. One a cocci and one a rod, so we'll find out what's what once we stain it. I'm going to put my initials on it with a grease pencil. And as I said, it's already been heat fixed and everything, so I can just begin staining. The first step is crystal violet. 1 minute.
No, I'm not done.
Still got one more to do.
We still got the, I don't have any photos.
Well, we got to heat fix it anyway, so.
I'm going to get a paper towel ready. So what's happening here is it's a basic dye, it's going into the cells, and it's coloring all of the cells purple. Doesn't matter which type they are at this point. I'm going to rinse off my slide. The next step is grams iodine, which is just iodine. So we have our iodine. This is also going to go into the cell. This is also 1 minute. This is going to combine with the crystal violet and make a larger molecule. So we have crystal violet and iodine forming a nice big molecule inside the cell. If you were to look at them under the microscope, at this point they're all still going to be purple. We're just making a bigger molecule.
Yeah, we're going to put it here, stain it.
After each dye, we always rinse. So distilled water again, rinse, and you'll actually see it kind of turns black.
You rinse on both sides?
Sometimes I rinse on both sides, just depends. Just want to get the dye off. Now the next part I don't do over the staining tray because it's hard to visualize, so I always do it over some paper towels. I take my ethanol and I'm going to add it drop-wise across the top of the slide, holding my slide at an angle. And what this does is it's going to dissolve the crystal violet iodine out of the gram negatives. Gram negatives have a membrane that will be dissolved by the ethanol. And as you can see that off the end of the slide it's really purple. And you want to keep doing this, see I blot it, until the drops coming off the end are lightly purple, not clear. Now it just depends on how much bacteria you have on this slide, how many gram negative bacteria, as to how long this is going to take. And I'm even going to wipe the back of the slide to help me visualize. Okay, it's getting lighter purple. Probably one more go. Light purple. See? That's a light purple. Now I'm going to rinse with water. And the last step is to counterstain, because the gram negatives at this point, the crystal violet iodine was washed out by the ethanol. We want to stain them with safranin. They're going to have big holes in them, so even though this is a red dye, they're only going to absorb enough stain to actually appear pink. The gram positives, their thick peptidoglycan layer will shrink because of the ethanol. Because of that, the crystal violet iodine gets trapped in. So they're going to stay purple. And when you stain with the safranin, they're also going to get stained with safranin, but the purple is brighter. So they'll just look dark purple. And the gram negatives are going to look pink because they're only going to absorb a little bit of this red safranin dye. And so again, 1 minute rule. rinse, blot, observe under the microscope.
How many times do you heat things? 5 times. So 3.
You can stop.